So literally, I had to. Sorry about the shirt, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, Wrinkled as all get out, but I feel like what I have to say is more important than a wrinkly shirt. I feel like what I have to say is more important than not being perfect. Um, we are at once again, and I say once again because it seems like this is something that happened repeatedly that I've seen in the last few years. And I love to say this to thousands of people and have a lot of my followers and friends doing, but I will talk as if they are here. Because I've seen a lot of things that's been unsettling today. I've seen a lot of things that have hurt my heart today. A young man, 31-year-old Charlie Kirk, was taken out. Now, I don't know how this works with the algorithm and what I say or whatever, but his life was taken from him. And let me see something. His life his life was taken from him at a university, live on camera, in front of thousands of people, including children, doing what he loves, which is spreading his message of things that he feels about America and life. And he was taken out. That's not right. Young Ukrainian lady on the bus going home, a refugee, and I apologize because I do not know her name and I probably can't say it and I don't want to butcher it. But she was on the bus heading home, a refugee from Ukraine, which is still fighting in a crazy war, taken out by somebody that's been in and out and in and out and in and out of the system. So much stuff going on. But what I want to talk about, and I'm going to put this on YouTube and I'm going to put this on TikTok, is first, I'm a Christian. Let me start there. I'm a Christian, so I'm going to go with that. And I believe that being a Christian helps me to think differently and to react differently because I don't see everything as black and white or wrong or right. I see people, all of us, as flawed human beings. And with my Christian beliefs, I believe that we need Jesus in order to work on things. And without Jesus, we're going to really struggle, right? But everybody doesn't believe in Jesus. But this is what I got to say. Charlie Kirk. He said a lot of things that I disagree with, and even things that I disagree with, I didn't like his delivery. He didn't deserve to die in public like that. He didn't deserve to be taken out like that. No one deserved to be taken out like that. I've had people say, you got to watch what you say and how you say it. You might say something to the wrong person or the wrong crowd. I've heard people say that karma is a female dog. You reap what you sow. You don't deserve to die on the streets by a criminal with a gun. It's not something to be celebrated. It's not something to be encouraged. And I've seen a lot of hateful people here on my friends list, followers, things popping up. F this guy. F him. F them. I don't care. His life doesn't mean nothing to me. It might not mean anything to you, but he didn't deserve to die in the street. We will enter a dangerous stage in life when we decide, and it's happening, and that's why people are killing people when they shouldn't, because they're making decisions on who should live and die based on their beliefs, and it's not good. It's not good, and it's not to be celebrated. Because I believe in the unfortunate thing when it's celebrated, it's encouraged. It remind me of the Luigi with that killing that United Healthcare CEO, and people cheered for him and all that. No, you don't do that. He was a CEO of a company. Like, why in the world would you think it's okay to take him out? Why in the world would you think it's okay to celebrate? But you don't understand, the insurance industry is crooked and all that. That doesn't mean he deserves to be taken out. So many of us, and I'm going back to the Bible, it says that he who is without sin, cast the first stone. And they actually said that because Jesus rode up on a prostitute. I'm just going to preach a little bit. He rode up on a prostitute, and she had just got caught up in the act. And the punishment at that time was immediate death by stoning. Ironically, the woman would get stoned and not the man, and that was the kind of time they were living in. So, Jesus, they said, hey, Jesus, because, he had, the people was respecting him. What do you think should happen? Jesus was writing in the sand, and he looked up, and he said, let he without sin cast the first stone. And they left. Because they all knew they weren't perfect. But apparently right now, with all this stuff going on, with all this turmoil, with all this political left, right, Republican, Democrat, all these wars against different communities, statures, races, economic places, if somebody was to say, let he without sin catch the first stone, there's going to be a whole lot of people picking up bricks, rocks, trucks, whatever they can. Sorry about that. Because they think they are so right. Wrong is wrong, and that's why I stand on it, and I really feel like I have to do that, and I feel like I do it, and I state it in a way that is respectful. I feel like I can do it and state it in a way where I'm not attacking or putting down anybody else, but wrong is wrong, and when a man gets taken out and is live, and 2 kids are going to grow up without a father and without a wife, that's not to be celebrated. Notice I never said, if you just catch it, I'm not saying to celebrate that person if you don't like or agree with what they say. There's a lot of people I don't like and agree with what they say. There's a lot of people who make choices that I don't agree with what they do. I'm not agreeing with our president right now. I do not like the way that he's running our country. I do not feel that a lot of the things that he's doing is helpful, and it's actually having the world really not like us even more. Prices are going up. It's harder to make a living. In the midst of all the other companies, even small things, I'm just kind of on a rant, all these small companies are going up on charges, going up on this, going up on that. So taxes are going up, small companies are going up, price of food going up, price of clothes going up, price of doing business going up, and these businesses aren't paying more. And I don't feel like we have a president that's really there, doing the right thing. I don't think he should be taken out on the streets either. I really think we need to look at our hearts and how we operate. I really think all this F this person, forget that person, this person deserves this person deserves that, really needs to go out the window. It really does. How will we survive in this world? How will we live together as human beings in society if we continue to think that our way is the highway and everybody else is wrong? And if somebody doesn't agree with you, if you don't agree with them, then you think it's okay to take them out? It's not okay. For every Christian watching this, let's pray. For every other religion, if you pray whatever you do that too. If you're an atheist, positive vibes, I don't care. This is not a rant on the pulpit saying Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, because it's not even about that right now. It's about, we have people that are hurting. We have people that are dying. We have communities and people killing each other. We got black against black, white against white, white against black, poor against rich, rich against poor. And a lot of the way we're going to stand up to this and make it different is to say, hey, this is not cool. And find somebody and just love on and find somebody that you don't agree with. And this is, I think, one of the keys. I call it coming at the table. If you have somebody you don't agree with their political views, their views on race, their views on even with me working out or politics or religion, if you can find a common ground sometimes, I think that can kind of unite the world, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, anything like that. But I like strong men, I like fitness, I like my family. And if we can find some kind of common ground, let's say it's just family, enjoying being a father. And if we can meet on that, we can have a connection on that and bump everything else. We ain't got to worry about all that. We ain't got to go to war all of that. Our connection can be simply that we're fathers who love our children. And then it can grow off of that. You see what I'm saying? And then you can even have the point where you can have a conversation, discussion about things that you don't agree with without attacking each other. Because you have this connection and you're not going to attack and condemn your friend or acquaintance just because they believe that you should vote for this person, you believe they should vote for that person, just because you're pro-life and they're pro-choice, just because you support this and they support that. Let's learn to love each other, yo. I don't know who's watching. It don't say. I see some people watching. I don't know if you're still watching, not watching, but I'm going to say this to anybody that is still watching. I love you. I see Erskine on here. I ain't seen you in years, 30, probably 25, 30 plus years. If you're there, love you, bro. Wish you the best. I see Mike Cons. You're an awesome power lifter. Awesome thing coming in action. I wish nothing but good things for you, Melissa. You need to be paid more as a teacher if you're still watching. I pray for you. I pray for you in the classroom, because even with these school shootings, all this stuff going on, all this craziness, it is scared of the parent to send your kids to school in any city. JD, you know you're a champion. I need to be like you with the spunk on that microphone. You're a great person, great Canadian, great human being. Jamie, I'm logging out, but I'm just saying, everybody who's watching, who even might watch, Damien, I'm going to say you're an awesome powerlifter. You encourage me, you lift me up, motivate me to be stronger. And with that, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to leave you with this. John 3:17 says, "For God so loved the world that he did not send his son," that's Jesus, "into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him should be saved." So for me personally, I serve and worship a Savior who wants to save everybody, who wants the best for everybody, who wants them to turn from their wicked ways and follow him. One of the first things is just simply turning from their wicked ways. I want to see a change in the world. And if it can't happen overall, it can happen one by one with you and me. With that, God bless, and I'm out. If you rewatch this, please share it. Maybe this in one way can help unite some of us. God bless.